This is actually the music from the navel of the world. Essentially the entrance to the garden, the steps that go down. Part of this whole soundtrack is all the new music from the garden. It's actually really good. Very, very excited about that. We have all the teasers that have been coming out over the weekend, or rather this week, I guess, over the last few days, about stuff that has to do with the garden. This still kind of, it still kind of aligns with the predictions that I've been making, so we'll see. But man, if it does come out, like in 2 days, that would be crazy. No, tomorrow. That's crazy. I guess we'll learn about it tomorrow. That's my actual guess. And then, yeah, because that would be crazy if they just released it this week. Oh man. All right, let's start things up here. We've got reset and things happening now. Actually, I didn't realize that. So I'll do some reset stuff. I'm just kind of, again, I'm here to help answer questions. Hey, QT. QT? QT. I don't know how to name people. You'll have to help me with the naming. But how's it going? Yeah, so mostly just answering questions today. We're chilling. I'll be doing regular daily stuff, but not the stuff that people normally do. I have other daily things that I need to do for myself. And I'm going to be going through those, because I don't generally do all the dailies that everybody does, because I don't see a point to them. At the game where I'm in, the state where I'm in, I do other things that are more interesting to me. Ka, is the game dead? No. It's extremely full of people, to the point where there's still server lag all the time, similar to, you know, when it came out eventually, like initially, AAU. Hopefully they actually end up fixing those lag spikes, but they seem to be like centered around certain time periods, so everybody's right now doing dailies and things. I need to do my own stuff. I don't like 5 streamers. Yeah, streaming is really tough for this game. Streaming for this game is extremely tough. You won't see it for world boss content. You won't see it for trade runs. You won't see it for anything that people want to keep hidden, right? So, like, you know, as opposed to a lot of MMOs where there's tons of, like, PvE content where you could still stream, or there's tons of, you know, there's tons of content you can stream. This particular game is very different. Because so much of the content that people would stream, people like to keep hidden, or they want to keep their secrets hidden, or they want to keep their gear hidden, so that people don't know what gear they have, or, you know, what strategies they use, or what skills they use, or what combos they use. People want to keep everything hidden. So unfortunately, you won't find that many streamers. Now, I used to be that way. Before I started streaming, I used to keep everything hidden. I had a very, very special build back in the day that doesn't exist anymore, but and then eventually I just broke out of that habit and said, why? What's the point? It's not as fun, and I started to sort of help out the community and reveal as many secrets as I possibly could, as often as I possibly could, and so that's kind of where you know, my streaming started from and continues to be to this day. But it's true, it's hard to find streamers right now, and it's hard to find positive streamers too, because so many people that do end up streaming content and stuff are also very negative and you know, talk bad to people, don't actually encourage competition, are very free farmy-esque, or and I don't like that personally. But there are actually quite a few streamers right now that I've been enjoying watching and just chilling and chat with and helping people out. So yeah, it's tough to. Arcade is an extremely different beast when it comes to streaming, which is very unfortunate. I wish it was different, but that's the state where we live in today. And so, you know, I still do my thing. I'm a solo player mostly. I do my own thing. So, you know, if people want to stream snipe me, that's fine. I don't care. It doesn't actually hurt anybody else. So it works out quite well in my favor to stream. Alright, let me get these things done that I want to get done. Go port from place to place. I actually need to get the list of stuff up. We'll start with Lily. And then also let me advertise myself in the official Arcade Discord. Give me 1 second here. Let me write something in their stream channel. What am I doing? Doing reset things and helping answer questions from players about the game. Cool. I think that's simple enough. Yeah, so mostly just here to help people out with any kind of game-related questions. But, I mean, if there's anything specific that you want to know, Ka, let me know. I can give you some details about the game in general, or if you're looking for a new MMO, I can tell you a little bit about Arcade without any kind of bias or anything, you know, because I'm a very realistic person, so I do speak about games in their absoluteness compared to other games too. You know, every game has its purpose. Every game has its you know, the great things about it, the weak things about it, and this is no exception at all. I need to bring up a list here of all of the Blue Salt Bond boards. Oh, also, let me turn down the music a bit. It's probably a bit too loud. Alright. I need to do the Animar thing. I want to go to Lilywood. I did that. And Souls Read. Let's go to Souls Read. Also, I cannot wait until the garden update. I really do hope it's this week, even if it's like super buggy and stuff, because I want to start practicing with the additional skill points. I want the 2 extra skill points. I want to actually be using all of Terrifying Roar and Precision Strike and Crescent's Strike, or I'm sorry, Crescent Strike and Sinister Strike. I want to use all of these things, not just one of them. So I'm really enjoying, or really looking forward to that, but oh my god, I really do hope it's actually this week. It'd be crazy if it was. I really don't feel like it's... Well, who knows if it's ready or not. I feel like we need some time in the PTS at least to see how it is and report any bugs we find, but... unfortunately, we never get enough time on the PTS to even report stuff and see it fixed. So, maybe they decided not to do it this time? We'll see. Aaron Rock? Or no, not Aaron Rock. I need to go to Animar. I need to do that thing. The event for this. Oh gosh, I still don't have the title from this event, and it's RNG. I really need to get lucky. Today or tomorrow? No. Today, because if they end up doing a maintenance tomorrow, I guess they're not, right? They would have announced the maintenance if it was actually tomorrow. They would have said something already. It's possible they'll announce it tomorrow and then Thursday would be the regular maintenance, but I still don't think that it would be this soon. Oh, I forgot to do something. Crap. 50, 10, 10. I need to go back to Marion after. Alright, cool. Let's go do this event. How many reset raids are actually up right now? 3? And they're all full-ish. Okay. I don't need to join them right now. I like to do the actual reset stuff if I even choose to later. I know that it's double rewards from the dailies, but generally I don't need that. Like, I'm kind of waiting for the garden to come out, and then I'll just get all the infusions that I need. So it's not really a big deal to me. I already have the gear that I want. I have everything that I want where I want it. Just kind of waiting for the garden. And then that new zone and everything should let me catch up significantly faster without having to worry about doing all the dailies today right now. So it's not really a rush to me. Alright, which of these do I need? What are the achievements that I need for this? Seasonal Spring. Okay, I need to still get the title, of course. That's RNG. I need to feed and build soccer nets, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do this in time. I also need this one. I don't think Dolls or Book is either of these, right? Yeah. So I just have to hope I get something. I wish this event lasted a bit longer so that I have more time to try to get the title. Find friends. Okay, so that's this one. So I still need to do that one more time. It's probably not going to happen tomorrow, which means I am probably out of luck with getting the one extra festival coin, which is fine. It's not really a big deal. Alright, this is good for 10 minutes now. Let's go over there. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Also, I've been making some significant progress on the Dream Ring. I'm just on the final stages now, so this is great. This is awesome. I can actually do this without any problems. I'll get my Dream Ring, and then I'll have a significant upgrade versus the Uni Ring that has actually, I guess, I've had the Uni Ring for 6 months, right? Well, since the release of AAU, so it's actually come in handy quite well. I think it's paid itself off pretty well, considering the cost back then was still a lot of Starlight Crystals, and they costed a whole lot back then, and they still do today. When I get the Dream Ring, it'll totally make the Uni Ring useless to me, but I think it still paid itself off for how much or how long I had it for, and what I used it for. So I still need to, like, those are part of my dailies, right? Those are different dailies that I'm doing, and actually, I didn't know that, like, you can actually make some pretty good money off of those dungeons. Where you get this stuff. So I'm actually okay with doing them. You know, it's like 5 days of this. It's a little different than doing just, you know, regular dailies and stuff. So it's a little bit different content for me, which I'm actually enjoying. Even though the dungeons are easy, but that's fine. So I just get a bunch of stuff really quick and then I'm out of there. Alright, so this is 10 minutes left. Let me... in the meantime, I can still do some other things. So let me go over to Cinder. Did I... yeah. Pop the missions. No! There. Also, like I've said in the past, I do sit in the official Arcade Discord in the new player help channels, and I've kind of been helping people out. Not so much lately, but because of that, it's just easier for me to actually answer questions and things in person. So that's why I kind of like streaming. I'm not trying to gain some big audience or anything. I'm literally just here because Arcade is so extremely complex, and people don't really have any place to ask questions to. There's not really a great wiki that's up to date or anything. There's no one great source for anything. Everything is, you have to read in game very, very accurately to, like, you know, make sure you don't miss things. So it is complicated, and it's meant to be that way, but I do try to make things a little bit easier. I've been fighting so long to try to get a wiki back in game, so that, like, because the one in game that we have right here is broken and it doesn't work. But if we had that, at least we can start lobbing up tons of information there that people can use, and it's a little bit more easily accessible. Plus, considering how complex Arcade is, we could actually start putting up a lot of the hidden things of Arcade there, where people can learn from in their own time, and it's actually quite interesting, and we'll give people some, like, different ways to play, different ways to think about the meta, and I think that will go a long way with the community. But there's no real accessible way right now, right? People go to Reddit for information, and YouTube, but that's kind of it. And, like, even that stuff is a lot of times just out of date. So yeah, the streaming has been nice. I've been able to help lots of people. It's actually been quite fun, even with, you know, again, small numbers is great. I don't want a big community, so this has been awesome. It's actually been perfectly good for me. Otherwise, like, when the stream gets too big, I'm like, alright, I'm done. I'll go take a break now. It's time to turn off the stream. It's been like 2 hours. I'm still trying to get back into it, because I used to stream a lot more. And I'm trying to fit it into my schedule, like, wherever I can. No strict schedules yet around streaming, because I'm working around other schedules first. So I'm just kind of streaming whenever I can, whenever I'm playing, and have some time to help answer questions. Alright, what's going on here? Everybody should be running here because of... Yeah, everybody's coming to Cinder because they want to kill the world boss. But I don't care about that. I'll do my world boss later if I want to. Alright, also, what day is it? It's Tuesday, right? Tuesday, there's actually world boss content. But I don't know if I want to go to it. I might off stream. I kind of want to play Echo VR later. I want to play Oculus Echo VR later. What the heck was that? Okay. So yeah, after the stream is just for answering questions today, and then later I'm going to go play VR stuff. I freaking love Echo VR. That game is so much fun. Just insanely fun. Alright, cool. Let me go and check on... What do I need to check on? Nothing, right? I think I'm good. That's all I cared about right now. So, yeah. We'll go back to Animar then. Oh, actually I could do it this way. What other... Oh, no, I need to do other dailies. What am I doing? The stuff, the really quick stuff for my house. I'll get that done. Man, I don't like these glows. I know that, like, it's better to see glows in people because you can find them easily, but I never liked glows in video games in general when it comes to, like, weapons and stuff. And it's all over the place in these kind of Korean MMOs. Like, they put glows on everything they can. And I know you can turn them off. But there's a difference between... Here, I'll show you once I get to the house. There's a difference between the glow that you see here, the purple ones, and the glow that surrounds the weapon to tell you what grade it is. So, for example... I need to take these quests that are in here. So, for example... Oh, are these done? Let's see. I'm growing a corgi and a house pet here. The Yada. We'll see what they actually become. That's going to be RNG right there. But yeah, so like some weapons like these. Okay, I like this glow. This one is like really subtle, and it's just on the weapon, and it's not super crazy. This golden one. But I don't like this giant purple glow. That one is just really, really too much. And you used to be able to turn off one without the other. Oh, nice! I got the pirate one. Nice! That's the one I wanted. Pirate corgi. Hooray! And then just a basic Yada. That's fine. But yeah, I used to be able to turn off this purple one, but the item grade one would stay, which I really liked. And now you can't do that anymore. You have two options, which almost seem broken, actually. Under, I think it's quality settings, but down here. So there's weapon effects, and then there's effects quality, which didn't used to be like this. There used to be just two checkboxes, which was weapon effects, and then another one for the other effect on a weapon. And they changed it, so now this just turns it off entirely, versus keeping one. So, I don't know, it kind of sucks now. Because I do like having some kind of a shininess to it. But I've been messing around with those options a lot, and they don't really do anything else. Like, they're not... These options, like the slider here, doesn't really help either. No matter what you set it to. Like you see how when I put this on low, weapon effects turns off. But I can just turn it back on, and then, like, there's no difference. So, I don't know. It's been kind of bugging me that they changed this in the options. I don't even know when they did it. They just snuck it in there one day. But, oh well. Now I have to deal with the glows. Anyways, let me put these things down. I have a pirate corgi now. Where do I put this thing? Pirate Corgi. This Yada better be able to go up here. No, wait. Oh, it can. Nice. Come on. There you go. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, that's very cute. Okay, cool. Let me get these quests. Keep going. Alexa, stop. Great. My egg is done. Oh, crap. What is the actual name of the stream? I don't think I changed it at all. Yeah, I guess that's right. New players, training players, welcome, answering. That's all that I'm doing today. So, again, if there's anybody just lurking in the background, you guys have any questions about Arcade, any questions about mechanics in general, or you want to learn something new, or you want to theorycraft a bit about some kind of a build or a class or anything, feel free to bring that stuff up. That's what I do generally with my friends, and it's how I like to help people out as well in Arcade. So, yeah, don't be shy. If you're just sitting in the background chilling, that's cool. I have no problem with that. It's awesome. I'm a lurker in a lot of different streams myself, so I totally get it. But if you have any actual genuine questions about Arcade or you want to learn more about anything, feel free to bring those up. And we could talk about that stuff. It's much easier for me to answer questions, you know, through chat where we can have a conversation than it is where, you know, I have to like type out a bunch of stuff and then I don't know. I like typing, but I don't like typing, you know, because it's also like a big time sink. I have to type all the stuff up, and all my thoughts have to go on paper somewhere. It's much easier for me to just say things, especially as I'm doing something else. Multitasking is great. Where is this portal? It's a mirage. There it is. Turning these quests that I get for my house. And that is pretty much all the dailies, besides doing the dungeon, which I do need to queue up for. See if drawn love. You know what I actually could do is I could just queue up and see if it gets me a group, because this dungeon is so easy that if there's a group of like 5+, I could just go in. Oh, but you know what? Some jerks could be jerks and just kick you if they have more people. So it's kind of risky to do that. Just because of the way that the kicking works. So like you can end up in somebody else's group, but they really wanted to maximize their chance of getting some item. So they'll just kick everybody else. Because they're trying to keep the numbers low. So maybe it's not worth doing that. I'd rather just join up a party. I will take that in a second. Let me just finish up my quests here. I want this. For the extra ingots, or the extra coins. Alright, where's my baby? Where's my baby? Hello? Baby, where are you? There you are. Gosh, it's almost lost you. Yeah. There we go, it's in my pocket. Didn't get it, great. I think that's it. I don't think I can get it anymore, right? Unless, I think I have one more chance to get the title with the Astra egg. Needless to say, not a fan of RNG titles. It's much nicer to be able to earn one from earning coins. If they had at least an option to do that with this event, I'd be happy, but it just doesn't seem to be the case. Which is very unfortunate. Let's go back. Alright, I gotta queue up for something. Abyssal Library? Oh. For daily HOE. I mean, I could do that, it's pretty easy. But I don't really want to. I just want to get this done really quick. Ooh, 3 teleports. Wow, they're actually using the level rank 1. Okay. That's cool. Everything's fine. Man, how is this a thing? So many people have, like, they haven't really started gemming stuff. They just worked specifically on a mythic weapon. Just everybody's shooting for mythic weapon as much as they can. Yeah, it gives good benefits, but like usually you go for mythic because you can immediately gem it too. But it's very strange to me. People don't do that. I think we could just do this with 4 people. We could do this with 5 DPS, honestly. The Abyssal Library is also pretty easy now. So just having a healer means that you're pretty much guaranteed to get it. And then, is there anything else for Serp? Nope. Everybody's, let's see, what's the, status of these groups? Oh, okay, actually, the daily groups are either done or locked. Oh, they're locked, totally, because of CR. Everybody locks their groups when CR happens because they want to bring in their friends. But CR is finished now, so they just didn't unlock it again for 1 gold. So the daily groups are still probably finishing. That's probably why we're not getting anything here. I did Kadoom, actually, earlier today, which was really nice because it actually gave me enough Evan Stones to get my first purple gem, so I have a little bit more Impale and Stun duration. Yay. I don't even know where you get that gem normally. I can't remember. What world boss drops this thing? Impale and Stun. What's it even called? Evan Glow. No, Evan Glow. Which one is that? No, this is Confinement. Wow, it's 300 gold for a Confinement gem. That's upgraded. Huh, that's really cheap, but I guess nobody really uses this one. What are the other ones? Evan Glow. So Trauma is the one that I have, right? What drops a Trauma gem? Let me look this up. What drops an upgraded Trauma gem? Because I don't remember all of these things. I have no idea. Trauma. Glorious Evan Glow, then a gem Trauma. Oh wait, there's also Splendid. Wait, there really are 2 upgrades to this? Oh god. I didn't even know that. But it doesn't say what it drops from. Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing drops it. Huh. Yeah, I know, the escape gems with its 40 Evan Glows they are really the best thing, but for one of those, I could have 4 of these. You know? So I'm like, I could either save up for those, or I can just fully socket my current ones with a whole bunch of extra duration for Impale and Stun, both of which I use in my build. And yeah, it's ridiculous to upgrade those. The only thing is, there does seem to be 3 tiers. They're best in slot for healers, definitely. They're best in slot for most, just because staying, you know, out of crowd control effects is so important. What was I saying? The only thing I don't understand is this. So, we have the Evan Glow things, right? I don't understand these. Like, the upgrades for them. Requires an equivalent amount of charms when upgrading multiple Lunagems at once, but this doesn't say... Like, can you upgrade Lunagems twice? Like, to Tier 1 and then Tier 2? Or no, this is Tier 1, let's say. So there's also a Tier 2 and a Tier 3. You can get the Tier 3s from the bosses, but Tier 2s exist. So, do you have to upgrade these twice with these charms? Or do you need, like, 2 of these charms to upgrade it a 3rd time? Like, I don't understand that part. That one is really weird to me. Not sure. Hopefully. I don't know if hopefully is the answer there. Because if there are 3 tiers of this, that means in order to get Tier 3, you have to get 2 of these escape Lunagems. Possibly even 3 to get it up from Tier 1 to Tier 3. I don't really understand how they work exactly. But... I don't understand this system, because I've obviously, like, who's had enough time to play with all this? It's so new. What is going on? Is this person just AFK? Maybe they're just AFK. Let's see what else is going on. You doing your dailies, Yooks, or WoW? Yeah, but they're strong, so it's better for them to be expensive. No, it's true, yeah. I mean, most people get them because of the world bosses, because the, I believe Escape drops from Thunderwing, right? Oh, thanks for sending Cody your love. You haven't even... Have you seen Cody? Because you I don't remember if you used to see my stream back in the day. But, like, I don't have, you know, my video up at the moment, so I don't have Cody around. But he is the... he's just chilling. He's, like, falling asleep in his cage. Yeah, there's a few clips on the... There's quite a few clips, I would think, of Cody just chilling, being a bird and stuff. Probably on YouTube, too. He's a great bird. He looks like that. He looks like that image. Anyways, I have so many UI elements up. Let me see what I can do here. Because I want to get some of these dungeons done. While just chilling, you know? Yeah, this stuff is so weird. So, like if I upgrade it to tier 2 with this... No. With, like, if I upgrade my trauma to tier 2 with this gem, with this Evanglow charm, is it going to go to tier 2 or directly to tier 3? Is it going to go to 3% increase or 4%? That's kind of the question. Because 3% exists. But, like, wouldn't we have 2 versions of this charm then? Like, that's what doesn't make any sense to me. Just like the regular Luna charms where we have level 1 and 2 charm. Right, we have, where is it? These, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. We don't have those for the Evanglows, so I don't really quite get it. Yeah, maybe only T3 is from boss, that's true. That could be the case. But if that's the case, then we should see some people at the top here who have tier 2 in, right? Oh, WoW joined, hey. I think this guy's actually AFK. Oh, WoW left. See you later. Wait, did you get kicked? Got kicked. He doesn't like you. Oh, he AFK? Maybe. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Okay. I mean, I'm doing SERP. I don't want to have to drag you into that. There's no point. SERP is really easy, unless you need something from SERP. I still think the healer set from SERP, the full set, is actually really good. I'm actually, I'm surprised people don't use... I'm not surprised. Haram gear is so good. Anyways, what was I looking for? I was looking for something specific. I was looking for people who had those gems in. Okay, this one. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect example. It's 6%, right? That is not... Oh, that is tier 3, isn't it? I think these are tier 3. How would I be able to check? Evanglow. Escape. So this starts at 2. Yeah, so these are definitely tier 3. So this person has just a whole bunch of those gems from the world bosses. Or bought them from people. Gosh, everybody's just going for gear score. This, by the way, this, like, little bit of magic attack that you get from all this is so minor because of how actual calculations happen for skills. It's, like, the tiniest bit of damage. It's always, like, oh, God, it's so insignificant. And yet people do it just because the gear score is tremendous and huge from it. Like, it's... God, none of it makes sense. Wait, what for what? What are we for wedding for? Oh, here we go. Perfect. Wait, no, not perfect. So this is confinement duration 4%. That's tier 3. And confinement, as we know, is really cheap, so that's easy to get. What's this one? Tripped 4%, that's also tier 3. I want to find somebody who has tier 2 gems, technically. Oh, whoa, that's a cool armor. They're using Haram Guardian... I never knew how to say this word. Cuirass? Cuirass? I have no idea. Anyways, they're using a body armor of that. That's cool. It's actually plate, even though they have cloth. So this is all tier 3. I haven't found anybody in the game who has tier 2. Like, where they've upgraded it once. So maybe tier 2 exists in the game files, but you just skip it when you upgrade. It's possible. Yeah, I feel like you might just skip it when you upgrade. Anyways, let me try to find a group here. But if you were... Yux, if you were referring to, for what do I need the stuff for, I'm doing the Dream Ring quest, right? I'm on the last part. So I just needed the dungeons done each day. And then really, really soon here I'll have the Flawless Dream Ring. And then every 3 months, I guess, I have to try to recharge it, which I don't even know how, that works. They've changed the system so many times that at this point I've completely lost track of how this works. And actually, I've never crafted a Flawless Dream Ring, ever. Period. I've always used the Yini Ring. I've never, ever gotten a Flawless Dream Ring in my entire history of Arcade, because I just never wanted to put in the time for something that just wasn't worth it to me. Now that I'm actually using a defense penetration build, it's a little different. And getting this thing actually makes perfect sense, and it's much better to do it nowadays. And you can upgrade it even further with the Haram Ring. So I have a lot of different goals in the game, which make perfect sense to me now. Yeah, there's like no groups right now. Everybody's still doing the dailies. Alright, that's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Let me go refresh my buff here. I don't need to, 20 hours. Already did the Animar thing. Oh, I need to do a small trade run. The shortest trade run ever from another Blue Salt Bond. Also kind of keeping track of the new player help channels in the official Arcade Discord, because it would be nice to like get a really good question there and be able to, you know, point them to the stream and say, hey, we can talk about it in person and you can ask follow-up questions. Because I like that interaction. Much better than just writing out huge text blocks of answers. What was I doing? Trade run. I need a thing though for that. I need chopped produce. Since everybody has those mysterious planters, I'm surprised that chopped produce and everything else hasn't, like, massively went down in price. Or maybe it did, and this is already what it is, but... I don't really keep track of it, so I wouldn't know. Oh, your internet went down? It's all good. I don't even know what we missed. You lost your lib raid? Wait, that's fine, right? It's not a big deal. Unless you, unless it, like, took up your spot, your entry. Oh, wait, you have a here. You're good. It's right here. You can do lib. But I need to finish this trade run. So try not to fill it up too fast with people. Or I'll just leave, if anything. I only need to do it once. It's so easy to find lib runs nowadays. Especially if you're the healer. Gosh, must be nice to be a healer. What a luxury. You get to make all the groups. And, like, we could fill this up and wait 45 minutes and everybody would still be there because they can see that you are a healer. And it's so hard to find healers. Well, I don't think it's so hard to find healers, but it's a luxury, you know? Between everybody splitting up between so many different archetypes and classes, you know, healers are going to be, what, 20% of people or something, right? Wait, can I actually queue up? No, I can't. Because of overburden status. It's the same text that used to be for when you had rebirth trauma. The same text with even, like, the same colors. Thankfully, we can now queue up for instances even though we recently died. A suggestion I made back in 2017, which was finally fulfilled, and I'm so happy with it. Whether or not it's because I made the suggestion, I don't care. Because it's benefited the community, especially the streamer community, massively. It's all that I care about. Oh crap, I didn't grab the freaking quest! I'm just doing a trade run for no reason. Oh, I have an idea. I have a great idea. Hold on. It's the best idea in the universe. What a great idea, me. That's right, me. Such a good idea. Look at me and my great ideas. Alright, then. Now I go over here. Just run over here. God, what if I forget where that was? Now would be the time to stream snipe, to steal a really terrible pack. And turn it in for more labor than it's worth. Unless you actually have the quest that I'm doing. Yeah, because you remember from Legacy you had like 0 healers, so you're like, heck, go for healer in AAU. It is actually, like, it's significantly tougher to play healer in Arcade, from what I understand, because I don't play healer. Significantly harder to play healer in Arcade than most other MMOs where you can play a healer. And so that kind of, the complexity there and the amount you have to put into it is... Oh crap, I still have to craft one though. No, crafting it is part of the whole thing. I have 2 trade packs to turn in, which I don't care about. They're not worth that much. They're not even worth the labor. Unless you do, you know, unless you get a blue salt bond for it. Chopped produce. This is all fine. I'll just do this again. Because it's so worth the blue salt bond. I hope. Hey, that guy left. Okay, here's what I'll do. I have an idea. I'll make this a little quicker. Oh, he's a low gear skirt healer. We can bring him in, I mean, unless... okay, 4K, okay, fine. Fine. I actually made this mistake before. With, like, the first time I did this quest, I got totally confused by having to craft it versus not having to craft it. Of course, that was the first time I did this quest. Okay, we got 5 people. Wait, can't be used in combat. Oh. Alright, we can go in. My trade pack's on the ground, but nobody picks those up because they're not worth anything. So it's totally safe just sitting on the ground. Yeah, bring him in. It's fine, I guess. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna die constantly. Yeah. Well, I mean, they could be an alt, right? Let me see. No, they're not an alt. They're good. Yep. It's an actual person. Totally. Like, they're starting to, like, gem their gear and everything, so... Let's bring them in. They're on the server, too. But it looks like they are a Harani. So they're one of the East folks. Do we want to help out the enemy? You pick them up and turn them in? You're the guy who does that? Who goes around and picks up everybody's packs that they just leave all over the place? You bastard. Banned and blocked. Where's my pack? I don't even know where I left it. I think it's over here somewhere. It is... Yeah, but it's... You have to pay labor for that. So, like, I don't know. It's usually not worth the labor. Plus, you don't even get the full amount, right? You only get 80%. When I get a car, maybe I'll do that. But, like, right now, I don't know. I don't even like doing trade runs. So, to me, it's all... Blech. I don't like it. It's not fun to me. I just want my blue salt bond and my Gilda star. And my vocation badges. I mean, overall, this is a great quest to do. Alright, come on. Give us an instance so we can get through this. At least, are we carrying him with the other people in the group? This Ebonsong doesn't have a bow equipped. Maybe he's just looking at his bow. Oh, we lost someone. Maybe he's just looking at his bow, right? When you could do Sandeep to Solus, that was really good for money. Oh wait, that guy left. Oh. You like doing trade runs until your progression was no longer blocked by gold, but instead by honor and dailies. Now, you can't really... Honor doesn't really block people anymore, right? I guess it depends on your definition of progression. Who is this guy? Why does he not have his bow equipped? Lando. He's an Ebonsong, but he doesn't have a bow on. Should we be worried? Not really, right? Yeah, I don't don't think we need to be worried. If you use honor upgradable gems, it does. I guess, but like the actual benefits you get out of them are okay. I use that. I use honor upgradable gems, but honor isn't actually the problem. Actually, the problem isn't even gold. Actually, there's literally no problem. I could get all these tiered up. The reason I'm not doing it is because I'm trying to save up the gold for other stuff once the garden comes out. So I just don't want to do it right now. Yeah, he's got an Eternal Aranor bow hit. Eternal Aranor bow, yes. That's totally this guy. Absolutely. Lando, who, I guess he's got stuff gemmed, so hey, you never know, right? Kind of gemmed. He's probably just got a really crappy bow, and he doesn't want to get kicked from a group. Which, I don't care. We can carry him, it's fine, even if he dies constantly. It's not a big deal. As long as you don't die well, we'll be fine. By the way, for when he starts throwing balls in the first one, when Wind does that, just jump. Just keep jumping in you know, one direction or whatever, because the jumps, like if you're not on the ground, those balls don't seem to hit you. So I don't know, maybe you already do that, but I mean, it's pro tip. Don't get hit by balls when you're jumping. Easy. Man, I could have carried this all the way over there by now. You always do, but everybody else freaks out. And then you have to freak out to heal them. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, the problem is everybody runs away from the healer, too. Because nobody's looking. And so, usually the healer and the people they're trying to heal will be too far apart. Or the hearts don't get there fast enough or whatever. Yeah, you haven't had to think about dungeon mechanics in so long. I cannot wait for the garden, man. Oh, gosh. I really hope, like, I heard a rumor that the only way to get into the garden is with some kind of, like, really high gear score. If that's true, that's gonna suck, for sure. Because the whole point of it is that it was a catch-up mechanic, but that would mean that it's not. But it was just a rumor, and I haven't found any proof of that anywhere besides one guy yelling it randomly. Do you want me to go convert to raid WoW? Is that going to help you? I'll let you choose. Right, you can do it, WoW. If you want to convert to raid, go for it. Is this EHM Oast you have playing? I don't know. So, yeah, there's a bunch of different songs from all different regions in it. Hello, need chest, belt, pants, thank you. For cloth. I need leather, other than belt, all is possible. Okay, leather, okay. I'm just not gonna roll on all that stuff unless it's blades. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Oh, we're good. I'm gonna buff slightly. I'm gonna use this one. How many runs are we doing? I'm doing 1. 7, set dream soon. I thought Haram better bow. Oh, here we go. I'm doing it. Killing. Oh, I have precision strike now. Ooh, I'm doing different things with my build. Everything's different. Fresh new day. Precision strike. I can use it. It's great. Oh god. Jump. Oh wow, nobody took damage there. Cool. You got professionals. Professionals. Oh god. Oh gosh, the bug is so annoying. Wait, I didn't take any damage from him. Did you mana shield me? I was right next to him. Usually he gets shotgunned. What happened? You must have, because you're right next to me right now. Oh my god. Playing with fire here. Last time I did one of these, you couldn't tank it because the power creep. Wait. Last time I did those, I couldn't even tank it because of power creep. You can't pull aggro off a DPS. Oh, right, yeah, totally. That's absolutely true. You may as well just become a DPS and do whatever damage you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good. Let's start. WoW, run up to the door. Really quick. WoW, run up alt where he spawns. WoW, run up where he spawns. No, to where he spawns. Okay, click the button. Click the button. Click the button. No, click the button! Fuck! Just do it! No, come on! No, why am I not there? Oh, because I have to press escape really fast. Crap. Alright, whatever. I know, you've got garbage RNG, I get it. I'm sorry. I mean, we have to go in with, like, a whole bunch of loot drops. Loot pot drops. Everybody needs to be using it. Because now we know how that works. Lando's dead. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, crap. You know, actually, I'm more scared of that demon killing people than I am the boss, or even the lightning. I'm gonna go kill the demon. Hello. Man, I miss old libraries so much. I really do. Like even up until the final point where they got rid of it completely, I actually used to farm in there because I liked farming in there. The mobs were fun. They had cool mechanics. There was an elegance to it, and also the coin purses were really, really good for money back then. Well, plus some of the other crap they dropped. They got rid of it because it was so laggy and there was no point to it anymore. They moved everything to the dungeons, right, to simplify it all. And here we are with another instance, the garden. Oh, that's you! You need that. Have him, sad game. Oh, I'm sorry. Random latency spikes. Can't even play League right now. Oh, just like on your local machine. We all sad then. We sad because WoW didn't get his drop. We sad because Andromeda Deluxe can't play League right now because of random latency spikes. We all sad. Alright. I just want to... Yes, I'm in the sky. Oh, never mind. Okay. Cool. I'm starting. Oh, we have to kill the mobs, I'm sure. Oh, wait, we got an archer who's killing him. And he killed it pretty fast, actually. Maybe he does have an eternal Aranor bow. I can't look at his gear from here. Oh, that's Riot servers in general. I've been seeing a lot of memes lately about Riot servers. Have they been having a lot of issues with lag, too? Because I wonder if it's actually just a... like a overall network issue or something. Dude, everybody's servers are dying right now. Everything all over the place, considering you know, there's way more people playing video games right now, way more people using the internet constantly. The averages of everything have gone up significantly, so it makes perfect sense that we're running into problems with latency all over the place, because we're consuming way too much, more than we have before. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that's why we were having all the issues in Arcade lately. Oh god, I have to... Can you melee the dude? Nobody wants to melee him. There. He's meleeed. Oh god, it's teleported again. Wait, what? Oh, no, I'm just confused. Out of view? What? Stop it. Done? Yes. No, come on. There we go. Sun glow because of the virus. No, I mean, honestly, I mean, you know, to be fair, everything is more congested than it would be on any normal basis, so... League's been dead for a while now. This they get as many numbers now as they did back when it was popular back in Season 3. I don't know these things. I mean, it's still an impressive amount of people playing it on a daily basis, so that's good for them, you know? People are still enjoying the game after so many years. Now, of course, they're trying to take that and make new games out of it, because they sort of see the, you know, the possibility of the IP, which is cool. Alright, let me go finish my trade run. Good luck, WoW, if you're going to keep doing those. I'd come with you, because I know you can and help me out with these things, but I think it's pretty easy for, you know, to find any kind of Abyssal group nowadays, since you're the healer. And I don't need to be there for anything. I need to do the other dungeons. These ones. And these ones are extremely easy now, oh my gosh. The easiest thing ever. Sea of Drawn Love and Serpentis. You don't even need a healer. You just need 5 DPS and everything's dead instantly. Let me play some music from the garden, because we've got that coming up, I guess. Hopefully this week. Weirdly this week. If it really is this week, I'm going to be very surprised. But let's play some music from the garden. I'm going to turn off shuffle. And I'll turn up a little bit. Oh wait, do I have enough honor? Oh my god. This is annoying. I really need bound serendipity stones. I really need defense penetration on my costume. But the RNG of getting it is so annoying. We need more accessible ways to get serendipity stones. And not through diligence. The diligence is so crazy. 4 Eben songs in your group? Oh my god. Wait, that's not good. You need some melee for the last boss. So just keep in mind, someone has to slap the, someone has to slap Alexandra and the Guardian anytime that they have the shields up. As long as somebody does that, it's fine. Because it's melee only for, to get rid of those shields. And they have like 10,000 shields each. And the immunity goes away when both of those have lost their shields. Alright, done. Let's go to there. Get this stuff finished and turned in. Oh, also, so I did add a new... I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with Cody points. I figure that there are probably times where I can have the community sort of mess with my game a bit. See, my pack is still here, nobody took it. Which I enjoy, because I don't really care. I like stream snipers, but people don't always stream snipe, so it's fine. Like, I actually enjoy, you know... I'm not like a masochist or anything, but I enjoy the sort of interaction with the community. So I did add one thing for 3,000 points for now, which I might up later or down later, I don't know. But all that it does is it, like when you do it, it's a disable UI for 5 minutes. So when you do it, I will push F12 and I'll keep it like that for 5 minutes, right? No UI. Don't do this right now because I'm not doing anything interesting. But like if I'm doing arenas and stuff, and you push, you know, anybody pushes that button, and I have to turn off my UI for 5 minutes, I think that's probably the most entertaining thing. Which I am totally cool with. I don't care if I lose arenas or anything. If it means I get to entertain some people, you know. It's perfectly fine. So I added that one. And if there's any... I wonder if there's other ideas of things I could do. Maybe not necessarily like, you know, turn off our on UI, but some other things that I could do that I could put up for Cody points. So I would say save your Cody points. I'm not going to do any, like, crazy 100,000 things, I don't think. Like, people have to save up for months in order to get anything. I don't want to do those. I want to do frequent stuff, because I want constant interaction. And I like having the emotes be so cheap, because I don't know, I'm not trying to like rack up subs or anything. You know, you can watch for an hour and then unlock an emote. Yeah, you just spent 1K for Cody. But I appreciate that, and Cody appreciates it. I'll give him an extra special hug, or cuddle. But yeah, so like I said, it doesn't matter if you just spent 1K for Cody. I'm not going to do anything that's like, you have to save up for months, so don't worry. It's all good. Everything will be frequent, and you could do things just to be, you know, because you just want to see something on stream, or you just want to ask a question or whatever. I like that interaction with the community. I know, like, there's some streamers who do things for, like, 100,000 or you know, 200,000 bits, or not bits, 200,000 points, and then you can, like, earn something and, you know, whatever. But I mean, yeah, that's cool for long term. It makes sense because it brings people back to your stream constantly. But I'm not looking for that kind of thing. I'm just looking for funny little ways to interact with the community. 1K for 1 Apex, yeah, on AAU too. 1 Apex on Arcade Unchained for 1K points. Is Apex even in the files? It must be. Oh my god. Wait, maybe it's not. No, it must be. Yeah. See? They're here. There's Apex. What if there was one on there? Holy crap. That would have been crazy. That would have been like... That would have set off all the alarms. If there was one on the auction house. When I just checked. Yeah, it's still in the game files, just there's no way to actually earn them. Did I do this one yet? I didn't. Get my extra Gilda star. Am I at 500 yet? Oh, I am. I can actually get something now with my 500 Gilda stars. What should I do? What am I even saving up for with Gilda? I have no idea. I have no clue. Should I just wait? Maybe something comes out in the garden? I don't think anything does, though. That's, like, of that important or anything. A Fellowship Plaza? No, there's nowhere to actually... I don't want land or anything. I have my mushroom house already. What would I do with 500 Gilda? I could get a boat. I already have a tank. I can get a merchant ship. I don't know what I would get. Submarine? I have my speedboats already, so I really don't need very much. Speedboat is like the ultimate solo player thing, which I'm really, really happy about. What would I spend Gilda on? Dude, I didn't even realize you can get all these the instruments for 80 Gilda each. That's actually really good. Just if you want to be able to play, like, you know, a piccolo or a guitar or a saxophone. Gliders. I could get gliders. Those are cheap. Or I can go for these things. I was thinking about getting a flying mount, like the Royal Griffin. But the problem with that is, I want a different one. I want the Hell Wing Pegasus. So whenever that comes out for Diligence or something, I'm just going to get that. So I don't really need the Royal Griffin. I'm just going to wait until what I want comes out. The other thing is I can get a black arrow, because the black arrow can pierce through in prisons, which is pretty good. But people don't use it on our server as much as they should be. Soulmare Soul is alright for the constant invis, but I have like so many invis mounts, I could just switch between them. I could upgrade my Leomorph to 10.2 movement speed base from the 9.5 of a regular one. I already have a Gallant one, but I could get this to replace the smaller one. I don't know. I don't know what I want to spend my Gilda on. I have no idea. I could just keep saving up, but I don't like... I don't know what I would do. No idea. I'll have to think about that. Again, so just as a reminder, if there's anybody lurking in the background, if you guys have any questions about arcades, you're trying to learn something more about some mechanic, or you want a theory craft about any kind of build or class, or just trying to find out information about whatever, feel free to ask those questions. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm streaming right now. And like seriously, even if you're just trying to get into some kind of new proficiency, feel free to ask about it, because like this game is so insanely complex that you can just do something as simple as logging, and there's like tons and tons of sheets that help with logging, just particularly, you know, what to log, where to do it, how often you need to go back to this tree. There's so many things, and just for every single proficiency, for everything in this game. And, you know, now I have a new classic example that I go to show kind of how complicated Arcade is, that just a few weeks ago, you know, through testing that my friends and I did, we found out and put out into the public something that like 95% of the community didn't have any idea about, which is, very simply put, if you deal damage to someone from a height, so down towards someone else, you do bonus damage. And people went nuts, dude. Korea went nuts about this. Korea had no idea about this either. People just had no clue. It's been out for 7 years. And nobody thought to test this. And this just kind of goes to show that such a simple mechanic was hidden from us all these years, this entire time. This is how complicated Arcade is. You don't get the information in this game. You have to find it out for yourself. Now we know positioning is important. Now we understand why the Halcy hill is so actually powerful, because people from the top of the hill to the bottom are doing like 20% more damage. So it's, you know, this is why I encourage people to ask questions. You know, asking questions is the best way to actually understand things and to figure things out and to experiment and to learn more. And people need to do it more. So many people don't ask questions and just end up quitting the game because it's too confusing. Which, I mean, the game is pushed. It kind of pushes people out if you aren't kind of exploring and learning yourself. But there's still so much to it that I do like to help answer questions and make things a little bit easier. Thanks for following. Appreciate that, Reckless TV. It's not technically bonus damage from a height. It's backstab damage. It's not backstab damage. It actually is bonus damage. The higher you are, the more damage it does, and it's a linear equation. So the higher you are, the you know, linearly you will do X more damage, based on a formula we didn't actually get, but we pretty much the whole study we did was we wanted to make sure that it was an actual linear sort of equation to it, and it is. Or in the same light because they don't code levels of physics properly. Maybe. I mean, it's pretty clear that when we're doing this testing, the angle doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the absolute difference in height. So it's just going to measure their y-axis versus your y-axis, and that difference is how much more damage you're doing on top of your current hit. And it's quite significant. I mean, from I think this is 20 meters up right here. That's a good, like, gosh, 15, 12% more damage, something like that. It's a pretty hefty amount. But even just jumping is about 5 to 8% more damage. So it just shows that, like, just being slightly above another character's model is a thing. It's been around since the beginning, actually. People have known about it. There are some people that have known about it since the game originally came out, but didn't really tell anybody. But for the most part, yeah, it's been kind of lost and forgotten over the years, and we brought it back up, and yeah, it's the same in every region. Every region has this, and every region is just as surprised now that we've brought it up. Like, you could capture Tiger Strike from up high and hit people. Yeah, you can actually. So I'll get to your question in a second, Reckless, because I want to finish this one first. But it's crazy because you know the whole magic circle trick, where you from down here you cast Meteor and then you magic circle all the way up to like the top of a tower. That works, and you will actually do more damage just because you teleport it up really high. Suddenly, this magic circle or the meteor that you put down is going to do a lot more damage. So it is crazy. Archers shooting down into the water, you know, 70 meters because of a, you know, some kind of whatever deadeye, and so like they're going to do that much more damage. And we measured that at 55 meters, I think. No, I'm sorry, at 30 meters, 38 meters, something like that. It was a 55% damage boost. It's huge. So yeah, archer spam jumping has been tactical, dude. Float was tactical. We had an ability in old Arcade that float would actually send you higher up, but nobody knew it did more damage. So yeah, it's been around in the game since the beginning. Now whether it's a bug or not, I don't know. I actually think that it was intentional, but nobody remembered this was a thing, and the developers have probably changed so many times that they just forgot that this was even a thing. Now, their latest, like, we'll see, you know, if it becomes, quote, unbugged, like at this point it's just a feature because it's been around for 7 years. But if they do take it out, then they take it out, and that changes up how people play, right? Which is not bad. But anyways, let me get back to this. So Reckless, you're saying Swiftblade, which weapons are you using, or which weapons do you recommend? There's actually a lot. That's a big question, actually. So hear me out, because there's quite a bit to it. And if you ever need to go back to this video and just rehear what I say, all of this stuff gets uploaded up to my YouTube channel, so that you can just go back to this part, okay? So I'll do a little bit of a snippet here about Swiftblade weapons and how this works. But it really does depend on your playstyle. So yes, Swiftblade weapons, it encourages dual wielding because of the first passive that reduces cooldowns of everything in Swiftblade as long as you're dual wielding, right? Now this, of course, asks the question of what do you choose for your weapons, right? You can use an axe, which has an attack speed of 1.1, which you might not see there, but it says it on the actual axe itself, versus a dagger, which is much faster and has an attack speed of 0.8. And just as a little reminder, these values are actually important values. If you have an attack speed of 1.1, that means you're doing 10% more damage from melee skills with that weapon in your main hand. However, you're doing them 10% slower, so there's sort of a fallback there. You have more damage, but you're doing them much slower. Slower animation time, slower global cooldown time for melee skills. Now, a dagger, of course, has a much faster attack speed of 0.8, which means you actually do 20% less damage with your attacks if this is in your main hand. However, you're doing them 20% faster, which means you can get off tons of things significantly faster than your opponent might. You can use, like, you can see how this works, right? Dagger in my main hand, much faster, versus an axe in my main hand, which is about 30% slower than my dagger right now. So choosing a weapon here is kind of important. Do you want to go for some speed? Do you want to go for damage? Speed is damage in many cases as long as you play it right. Speed also means you can get off crowd control first. So now Swiftblade is a little different in addition to this, okay, because that's for all melee skills. But for Swiftblade, we have something else. We have offhand damage. We have an actual calculation that looks at your offhand weapon and says, that's the one that we're going to pretend for this attack is doing damage. As if this is the actual thing you used in your main hand. This attack is calculating with that hit, right? This is important because your offhand damage not only is calculated here, but in all of those offhand attacks, the crit damage of that particular attack is increased by 50%. So if you're a crit build, you kind of want to think about this. Your offhand could actually be more damaging than your main hand, because all of those offhand attacks are actually getting more crit damage on top of them, which is something you want to think about. So there's a lot of ways to play Swiftblade then. You can play him with 2 axes in your hands and play a big crit damage build, because now both of your axes at 1.1 attack speed means that you're actually doing 10% more damage, although a little slower. Your offhand is helping do even more damage with these offhand attacks, which is pretty cool. Now, the reason I chose axe and dagger was because I do frequently switch these two, and I want the option to be able to play very quickly if I need to. If I ever need to do something and I need much faster attacks, I can do that. I can just switch them at will. However, this does mean that my offhand attacks for Swiftblade do significantly less damage because I'm using a dagger for those attacks. And so those particular hits off of these, you know, those damage, those particular damage marks is going to do, you know, 30% less damage as if, you know, instead of me just having 2 axes or something. So this is a way that I personally chose to play because I want to be able to switch these frequently and have different options in battle, right? Plus, I am a defense penetration build, so these offhand attacks doing 50% more crit damage, they don't really matter to me, because fighting somebody who has really high resilience, that 50% crit damage just gets lowered back down to 0, so it doesn't matter to me. Right, I'm going for full defense penetration. The crit damage is not a big deal. So, but it is a big deal in PvE. So technically I can switch up, you know, dagger for main hand and actually get those offhand attacks working really well for my axe quite nicely. So it is still a choice I can make and actually benefit from. Plus I can do things faster in PvE. This is personally why I chose axe with a dagger offhand. Now, I might still work on a second axe just to be able to switch, you know, from between them or whatever, but that's something I might, like a choice I might make later on. But generally, that's why I've decided these things and why I do it. But there's so many different ways you could play with Swiftblade. You could play with 2 daggers if you wanted to. Although I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, because you're not really gaining the value on your offhand there. But you could, right? Because, you know, it's still a thing. It's an option. Probably not the best option, but it's if you want to be cool and you want to do 2 daggers, you can. That's perfectly fine. But generally, you'll want to kind of focus on the damaging sort of aspect. And dual wielding already has lots of attack speed built into having dual wielding. So there's some value in sort of how that works. So I don't know if he's still around, or if I've made Reckless fall asleep. But hopefully that answers the question for anybody just lurking in the background about Swiftblade and the offhand weapons and such. And maybe I should highlight that particularly. Just because I know it's a question that comes up a lot between people asking. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll throw this on YouTube as just like a little highlight or something. Should I do that? It's so easy to make highlights. Oh, cool. You did get it. I hope that helps with your brainstorming and everything. I will be honest here. There's no wrong answer for how you play. There really isn't. You just need to come up with first what you want to do. What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to be big burst damage? Do you want to be in sustainable build, like where you constantly are able to do something? And that might maybe tweak how you want to play and what weapons to choose. But definitely look at the different weapons, look at their attack speeds, and go by those. And think about, you know, are you going to be a crit build? Are you going to be a defense penetration build? How are you going to use these skills? There's a lot to it. Now, again, this is just another reason why I'm saying, please, anybody lurking in the background, if you have any questions at all, ask them. This game is so ridiculously complex, but it is the complexity that I so much enjoy, and why I love the game so much. So, you know, because it is so complex, because there is so much to learn. And, you know, if you're not trying to figure out the answers to these things, you're going to be kind of behind in that sense. So in PvE, do you prefer dagger and main hand? And in PvP, would you swap to axe? Yes, I do that, usually. I don't do it lately because it uses up so much mana. So you know, because with a dagger and main hand, I have to constantly be spamming skills all the time, non-stop. So my mana just decides... You know, I let go of my mana like it just dropped it in a lake, just instantly. Like I'm on a bridge and I just let go of a basket with all my mana in it, and it's gone. And it makes a pretty good puddle at the bottom because there were bricks in there. This is a terrible metaphor, but whatever. I don't care. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. So, so because of that, I don't always do the dagger and main hand thing because I don't want to keep spamming mana potions. But it is really great for damage, especially if I am able to just keep spamming all of these different Swiftblade abilities correctly. Because the offhand there does work quite nicely with the axe, and the crit rate that I get from it, the crit damage that I get from it, and the, you know, combined all of that with the fact that it's an axe, so it does more damage. I mean, there's so much stuff. But, you know, the mana loss is kind of a problem, too. I think most people probably play with dual axe. I think that makes the most sense, because most people just go for pure damage. But, of course, pure axe doesn't leave you with too many options. Plus, oh, there's another thing, too. Well, I'm not even finished talking about it. There's actually more. Not only do you want to keep all of that crap in mind, okay, but there's more. There's even more on top of that, right? There's also weapon type, which is the actual type of damage your weapon does. Not melee, but crushing, or piercing, or slashing, right? These individually do additional damage, have a 50% chance to do extra damage on different armor types. For example, a complete leather set will receive 15% additional damage from slashing attacks on a 50% basis. There's a 50% proc of it actually happening from slashing melee attacks. So if you want to go and you want to... If your goal is to kill people in cloth, you might want to go for something that does slightly more damage to cloth, even though there isn't anything. I think cloth is actually the weakest one, but like, because it doesn't give PDEF, but it also doesn't necessarily have anything like this. But if you want to go specifically for people in leather, or you want to go specifically for people in plate, that might also be a factor with how you choose the weapon, you know, and what weapon choice you make. Now, some people go something like a short spear. Now, a short spear has also 1.1 attack speed. It's just like an axe. But the problem with a short spear is that you can only use that in your right hand. You cannot use a short spear in your left hand. And I'm just going to show that off, because I'm going to laugh if they change that without anybody knowing. Here, Ethereum. Where's short spear? Right, so short spear has an attack speed of 1.1, but it's right hand only. So if you decide to go short spear because it's a piercing weapon type, and piercing is good against plate, right? I'm probably wrong. I don't know, I think piercing is good against plate. Let me check. Here's cloth. Cloth doesn't take more damage from anything. Even though I think it does, even it just doesn't say. I think it takes 3% more damage from something, but it's just undocumented. Is there anybody here in plate? Here's one. Yeah, so plate takes 20% more damage from crushing attacks on a 50% basis, or 15% from piercing. So you can go short spear, but then you're locked in on short spear, because you cannot take your short spear and move it into your offhand to switch them. Right, your main hand is now a short spear, done. Whereas I like axe and dagger because I can switch them up, right? And the axe still has a 1.1 attack speed. Man, the axe is just better in every way than a short spear, isn't it? It actually is. And I just realized why. Piercing on a short spear does 15% more damage to plate. And that's its proc, that's its thing. Whereas crushing does 20% more damage, and that's its thing. So it's just better to have an axe than a long spear. Or a short spear. Or a long spear. Plus, a short spear, you're also locked into it. So, yeah, it's... Man, that's kind of sucks, actually. Yeah, I remember thinking about this a while back, that short spears are kind of getting the short end of the stick. No pun intended. And just the design at the moment. But anyways, yeah. This is the complexity of Arcade, guys, in a nutshell. You could talk for hours just about weapon types and how to choose what and when and where and in what situation, PvE, PvP, dungeons, no dungeons. It's endless. It really is. And this is just for one kind of thing. It's just one thing that we're talking about. Ooh, can I get in here? Or am I getting kicked because everybody here is in Denistrius waiting for one guy to come back? Yeah, they got kicked. Okay. Cool, I gotta get this dungeon done. But it looks like it's just a bunch of friends that are queuing up, so... They might kick me just because they want to split the loot between... Hey, WoW, how's it going? Because they want to split the loot between themselves. You and I might get kicked. Or, you know, the guy doesn't want to... Oh, maybe they're waiting for their friend. No, they kicked him, though. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay, yeah. They let us go in. We pro? I'm just worried that they'll kick us, like, right before the actual boss dies, because that would suck. Oops. Sorry. If that was a little loud. Just don't say anything about it and we won't get kicked. Generally, people are nice. People seem to be nicer from other servers than Win, at least from what I've seen. Still 0 lib drops that you needed? It really, like, honestly, the only way is we have to go in there with a full group of people with loot drop buffs on. Which we could probably get, honestly. We just have to talk to people, even in other servers, even, or other factions, even. We can make it happen. Everybody just pops all the loot buffs, and then we go in together. With a good enough group, we would also definitely do Heart of Ionod, too. Yeah, T3 lib sooner, you can't even get 7 sets. It's true. But you may as well work on what you've got so far. Which you might already be. You said you had 4 pieces already? Oh my god, wait, they're doing SERP. I mean, I can get SERP later, so it's not really a big deal. This is only got 1 in 5 in his group. All pieces you have are fully gemmed legendary. Ah. Okay, yep, it's Cody sleep time, clearly. Alright, hold on, let me go let him sleep. 1 sec. Just gonna cover his cage. Alright, I'm back. They still haven't started, huh? What is going on? No, I mean, I'll do this. I need Sea of Drowned Love, too. It's not that hard to actually get groups for any of these things. But these guys are just not queuing up, so I don't really get it. Yeah, we could duo Serp. Yeah, it's not really a big deal. I'd rather not, though, because doing Serp with just 5 DPS even is just the fastest thing in the universe. I know, right? Team chat still doesn't work to this day. I wonder how... I guess there's no actual, like... You don't set up teams to go into the garden, you just go down to the entrance and you join the server. Maybe they'll fix it with the next, you know, with the garden patch, so you can talk with your team across servers, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Just whatever functionality we have with the team chat just doesn't seem to be working. Can you do it in Korea? Have you tried that? 'Cause I know you've got a character in Korea, right? You can do a command to invite people across server. Yeah, you can do a command to invite people across server, but you can't talk to them, right? Right, yeah. This guy's not queuing up. Alright, let me see something. What other raids are up at the moment? Nope, this is the only one. This guy who's doing the Serp run hasn't found anybody. Hey! We're good. Okay. Okay, well, we were almost good. Now we're just waiting for the last one. Yep, this is gonna fail just because somebody's not queued up. Cool. Because somebody's AFK. Already up again, I guess. Nah, let's see if we can find another group. One of these people isn't going to queue up, right? Because they're AFK. And Toja just joined, so it must be Frecky. A while left. Oh, you're gonna make one? No, don't make one, dude. There's no point. Because we can barely find people right now. It looks like... Yeah, I wouldn't bother too much. I know you really want to, but... I just want to get this thing done. Yeah, I think Frecky is AFK. From Denistrius. Hey, he's back. We're good. Oh my god. Okay, good. Finally. Okay, we're queued up. We're the only people. So this should be quick, right? It should be in a second. It should just give us a an instance. And we have way more people than we need. Like, this could have actually been split up into 2 different groups just because of how easy Sea of Drowned Love is at the moment. And yet, it's actually pretty profitable if you can get the chilled seafoam, which I guess is RNG, right? So you'd want to go with smaller groups. But it's actually kind of worth doing. It's so easy. The chilled seafoam can sell for over 100 gold. And, I don't know. I mean, you can do it 3 times a day, but... You just want the earring? No, I don't think the earring comes from this, right? I think the dolphin comes from this. But, I don't know what earring comes from this. Which one? I only know the, I know that Nazar drops the the breathing earring thing, right? Or no, that's the other one, not Nazar. Oh, 10% swim speed. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's fair. Right. What's the other boss in Hudaland? Gosh, what is it? Ryzen? Riley? Yeah, Rysig. There we go. Rysig drops the breathy one, the one that lets you breathe underwater all the time. That's right. What does Nazar drop then? What's his big deal? Is it Nazar is just the tradable cannon equipment, right? That will let you do more damage on cannons. No, yeah, Rysig, yeah. With no and Spooky Boy. That's right. Oh my god, we have 2 people AFK again. 1 person? Come on. 1 time. Let's just go. We've been waiting forever. There's no point to this. Wait, we don't have 10 people. Oh wait, we do have 10 people. There's some other people who are queued up just all the time, and they are also joining us. They're just not on the team. Yeah, look at all these people. Nazar is the 1% cannon damage bonus, earring, which is pretty bad. Yeah, he's the earring, but he's also got like the equipment that's tradable too. So like the helmet, the pants, everything. And I think each of them individually give 1%, and then also combined they give 1%, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. I'm sure you can look it up in the equipment encyclopedia. You can't open the equipment encyclopedia when you're inside of an instance? Oh, geez, 19 gold. What have I done? Oh, Halcy. I want to do Halcy. I want to do Halcy after this. It's been pretty, Are we all here? Yeah, okay. It's been pretty east-sided from what I've seen, but that's okay. I just want my honor. I'll need a little bit more honor, and then I can get another try at my Serendipity Stone. Which will not go well, of course, but at this point I just want to do that, because I'm not really working in gems otherwise yet. I don't think we need to, like, hoard honor or anything for the garden patch, right? I don't think there's anything with honor that's that important. Crap. Don't get the Twin Shadow Slash. Because I reduced... Oh, I can't help. He's immune to melee. And I have aggro. Wait, isn't... Oh crap, I think we missed Halcy already. I think it's right now. Do we not have any mages? Oh gosh, they're so low damage. What's happening? What's going on right now? Usually this is down in seconds. Do we just have a group of new players? A group of alts, maybe? Is this everybody's alts? Is that why it took forever to actually make this happen?
It's too bad our fight must end. It was such a pleasant dream.
Shield. Alright, so okay, we can leave now.
You've struggled so hard, and yet...
If House is up, I'm gonna go do that. But yeah, again, if anybody in the background, just anybody who's lurking has any questions about Arcade, feel free to ask those questions. And I will do my best to help answer those questions. As detailed as I can, too. Alright, let me see. Is Halcy up? I think I have to leave the group to check, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm queuing for Halcy. Come join. Wow, do you want to come with? Hold on. We're kind of late in the queue. In reality. Team invite. Team invite? Wait, it's not working. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're good. I'm just gonna play Curse Brand. I'm not gonna play my, Oh, but I have to do this trial! No! Oh, his trial already began. We're good. I know, but I really want 100 trials. I'm at 66 now. I'm getting there. 34 more and I'm done. I get my judge's pants. You're at 1. Getting there. Yep. I get them so often, though. It's very strange. Like, I will get one right after I just left another one. So I don't understand the trial system at the moment. I think it's still bugged, because it got bugged some time ago. And, like, it just keeps happening where randomly... I don't know, it just queues up someone random or something. And then I just keep getting trials over and over again. It's like nobody else is in the jury system. Your first trial in 4 years? Wow. Whose was it? Do you even remember? Was that anybody notable? Nope. Alright. Forgot. Yep. Oh my god, 131 people, that's it. Okay. Well. Going in. See, like, here would be a great time to disable my UI for 5 minutes during one of these battles. That would be funny. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. So if you have 3,000 Cody points saved up, and there's a time and a place where you think I need to turn my UI off, go for it. I don't even care. I think it's funny. I want to find more things I could do for Cody points like that that's interactive and interesting. If I could do things like, I don't think you can make stuff appear on the screen, right? Well, I can make stuff appear on the screen. I could literally take what you guys type in there or something as a suggestion and write it on the screen, because I have a thing for that. Where is it? Text. Loot drop rate. Right, I just type something here. Stuff. Blah, blah, blah. I could do that and make that one of the options. Like, you can write your personal note. Dear my love, on this stream, for some reason, I decided to ask you to marry me. Right, like, I could do that for people. I don't see a point in it, but it's a thing. I can make that a Cody points thing. I don't know, I gotta think about it. I want more interaction and stuff, because I like that. It's my favorite thing. Cody points OP. Yeah, Cody's a dude, man. He's a dude, man. Alright, we'll see if we can even get this thing to start. Okay, I'm not running Terrifying Roar now. I'm running Precision Strike. Now, I haven't used Precision Strike in a long time. Actually, I'm not kidding. So I have to use this a little differently, because now I cannot... Precision Strike used to be like a really good backstab move, which is cool. I could follow it up after Shadow Step, for example, and I still can. But because so much of my move is focused around Twin Shadow Slash now, instead of like snares and things, using Precision Strike is actually going to take a little bit of practice to know where to use it in my build. Alright. We do not have a co-raid, so we're doing good. Already doing well. This is how many people are not here, including the actual lead. Or maybe he's trying to get the co-raid up, but probably not. Hello. Excellent. Hi. Perfect. We're getting somewhere. If you're at the top of the list here, you'd think that, you know, you have some experience of the game. Oh, we moved it over to someone else without saying anything. Alright. We're doing well already. I guess we're just gonna get stomped this time. Yeah. Probably. And it's so laggy, too, because of the stream. Really hard to actually make this work. Oh my god, it's so laggy! Look how laggy this is. Holy crap. God, it's so laggy. Oh my god. I should just turn on the optimization mode. But yeah, no co-raid, the lead's not doing anything. Yeah. He did say that he passed lead, which is nice, but that doesn't really help anybody now. And Raid 2 lead is probably somebody who's very low level and doesn't know what's happening. So I'm gonna go hang out on the base. I just came here for my honor points, and then I can do a good old RNG reroll on one of my stats on my costume to try to get defense penetration. Half rate is also AFK. Yeah, it's all normal. Totally normal. Like, it's so funny because the kick system used to be in place so that you could kick AFK people, right? And this is probably the AFK raid lead. The kick system is in place to be able to kick AFK people, but nobody actually uses it for that, right? Like, we want it in place to kick AFKs, which is true. Totally true. It totally makes sense. Except, no one uses it for that. They only use it, really, to kick people they don't like, or to troll. And, which just means we just don't need a kick system, period. I mean, if people don't even use it for the right purpose, then what's the point? And I'm just upgrading these cannons while I'm here. They should need to release Halk tutorial. That would be great, wouldn't it? If we had just an in-game wiki again, we could write that maybe, and people might read it, but yeah, it usually doesn't happen. I should have done the optimization mode, and I forgot to, which is going to become a problem now. No, come back. You're still here. Oh, he's got immunity. Okay, okay. Man, I really like the defense penetration build, actually. It's quite fun. Oh, he's immune. Oh, but he didn't heal himself. So I'm just gonna get him stuck. Oh, no! He did it at the time... Oh, he's right here. Never mind, he didn't really run away. He got knocked off his glider, I guess. Alright, snare. Ah, he's already dead. Okay, I need to turn on optimization mode. It's like every time it's basic pushing in group PvP, right? I know people just, too many people AFK is the problem. Alright, optimization mode. Cool. We're good. Oh my god, look how smooth. It's so buttery. You guys probably just see it at 30, but it's so buttery for me compared to what was just happening. Okay, they're up there. I can already see that there's fighting and people dying. The problem is I'm not going to be able to choose a great target for this, so I have to kind of run in and do this and this and this. Oh! Okay, and then teleport back. I think I can kill this guy, actually. Okay, good. Let's go run in and do this, I think. No! Oh my god, I got pushed that way. Okay. Oh, cool. They used Defiance to get out of it. Perfect. That person's stoned. Now they're dead. Cool. Oh. Okay. I barely saw any effects on my screen, of course. That's another reason why optimization mode is just terrible. We can't tell if Twitch is throwing connection to the stream down a well, or if it's your own internet. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm in optimization mode right now, so it's pretty bad in game, if that's what you're complaining about. I really don't like this. I can't understand what's happening in a battlefield without all the effects going on. 22 assists out of your 30. And I have 2 assists. I haven't done much either. It's hard to, though, while I'm streaming and it's so laggy. Alright, regroup. Hey, we're regrouping! Wow, that's a terrible place to regroup, but at least he said something, so I'll give him that. Whoa, he's not dying. But he's not under, Oh my gosh. How is he not taking any damage? He wasn't under mana or shield or anything. Let's see. No, just a lot of absorbed, I guess. Maybe he had a shield up. You got a 19-second latency to the broadcaster spike. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to tell whether it's, we still don't have a co-raid, by the way. Holy crap, man. I don't think there's many people in Raid 2, but still. I mean, to be fair, the core rate thing is also definitely partially an issue, you know, that the developers need to just solve. Because it shouldn't be a problem in the first place, but it is. How are you seeing metrics for the stream? Now I'm curious. Andromeda. Where do you see these things? Why am I even going for this guy? Go for that guy. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, he died at least. Oh, so did I. Sorry, turning down the music slightly. Although maybe it's better since I'm not talking as much here. Or it shouldn't be, rather. Pet out. By the way, I upgraded all the pet gear. It's all tier 2 now. Doesn't really help that much in PvP, though. But great in PvE. And definitely garden ready. Oh, hey, pirates. Hello. Okay. My mount's not dead yet. There's frickin' reds here. Why did I just jump into there? This is where I would like to have Terrifying Roar to at least help keep people CC'd a little longer. I'm gonna ignore that guy and go for these guys up here. And then, of course, use one of these. What? Oh, right, he goes in the air. So the archers kill him. I keep forgetting that. It's great CC, but as a melee, I can't really capitalize on it very much. Oh, I just killed somebody's mount. Great. Oh, crap. Run away. They got Retribution up. Still. Okay, now it's gone. I hate Retribution. They had immunity, now they're dead. Are you keeping my mount alive, WoW? Because someone's doing an absolutely tremendous job of that, whoever that is. It's just constantly getting healed. Or maybe it's just Mend that's healing it. Okay. I need to make sure to approach this from the right way. By diving in. Oh, wait, I forgot I can't dive in. Oh. Okay, cool. That guy used his glider. That's actually excellent. I can't even see where my own bone wall is because of this whole optimization thing. I would like to go here and impale. I could have done it sooner, but it's okay. Cool. Pirates behind us. Oh god. My bird is still up though. Flappy's doing great. I don't see pirates though. Ah, yes. Pirates. Another running away though. Oh, I see. They're going for people who are coming late to the party here, which is fine. Oh god, that's bad. That's Retribution plus everything else, isn't it? Oof. Okay. I'm gonna teleport back, actually. Where's WoW? I need to keep him targeted. Jana, I can't find you in the raid. Oh, there you are. Cool. You try keeping everyone and everything alive? Good. Okay, so this is going well for us now, which is awesome. We have a co-raid. Maybe that's why. There's 5 people in there, 4 of which are even here. So never mind, the co-raid wasn't that big of a deal. Oh my god. Wait, 2 of them are offline now. Oh my god. Okay, we decided to get our act together, which is awesome. And maybe East is kind of falling apart for some reason. I'm gonna grab this Heartening Flare, though. Oh, we already have one on us. Cool. Carry this anyways. I just have to remember not to use my glider. Also, I keep forgetting how powerful Firebomb really is. Firebomb is really good in fights, if you can actually get it off. I'm gonna buff us here. Oh, someone else just did. Okay, fine. Fine. It's all good. Where's my pet? My taunt pet. Although I don't think it taunts in PvP. I don't think it's a true taunt. I don't remember. Oh, East might be turtling, actually. That's a great point in Shout Chat. Oh. East might actually just be turtling, but then... That's not... They wouldn't do that. East never turtles, come on. Don't do that. Right? That's weird.
Double kill.
East all outside base. Oh.
Double.
We should kill them. Wait, we're in a bad spot, though. This is the worst spot we could be in. Let's kill this guy. Oh, I can't get to him. That's okay, he's in a bad spot, too. Just get killed by everybody. Move with 9. Okay. Alright. Oh, by the way, I have a cool thing now for world boss stuff. If I do, for some reason, stream world boss stuff. I have a blur for the command chat. Except I need to turn it on. There, it's on. Ah, pretty nifty, huh? Can't read whatever's up there now, unless they type 16,000 letters. Then it kind of pops out of the box, but... you know, this usually doesn't happen, so it's okay. It's still pretty nifty. Okay, now this is a terrible position for us if East comes back. Yeah, we don't want to be here. Oh, there they are. Of course East is back. This is the best time for them to come here. Of course. I don't even know why we got this close, but I guess they thought that East was still turtling or something. Alright. How did I take damage there? I took damage from Retribution. I guess that means that your character is actually still at its old location when you press respawn. It just has full health. Just for a very, very split second, right before you get teleported to the respawn area. But we did pretty good catching up in general. I don't think we're gonna be able to win in 6 minutes, but overall we did pretty well. All right, blue mark. Wait, who are we following right now? No idea what's happening. Regroup. My pet is dead. I can get the second one. And I don't want this. Oh my god, it's so hard for me to kill them. Okay. Okay, this is actually a pretty cool fight, even though I can barely see what's happening because of the whole, you know, problems. Oh god, he's back to full health. I need to get to some other target. There's so many healers here. I need to just completely disable. That guy is completely stunned now because he ran away from my Absorbed Life Force, which is pretty cool. And again, this tank... Oh my god, just kill him. What the hell just happened? I need to distress this guy. Or Absorb Life Force and let him run away. I guess he has immunity to stun. Oh god, there's pirates too. Alright. Let's see here. Go here. I have my... Oh god, I'm dead. Yeah. That one impale got me for that long. I was impaled for like 45 minutes then. Not a bad fight though for one that I can barely see. My second pet died, so now I need to take the next one out. Okay. Battery group points. I think we're already fighting, right? Okay. Keep my pets out because they help soak damage. And there's a lot of skills in this game that actually do less damage to all the targets if it hits more than 8. Which means that, like, for example, Meteor does less damage to everyone if it hits more than 8 targets. Which means, you know, crowding up is actually, like, with pets and mounts is really nice. Oh my gosh. Ah, run! Go that way. Who can I even go for here that's like... Not this guy, right? I can snare him. But there's no point to me going for him necessarily. I can lock this guy with me. I just got pulled anyways. Yeah. Too many people in the back here. Not bad, though, for us not having very much control over the first little while. Tempted to turn off optimization mode. I'm actually going to do it. Hopefully I don't crash. Okay, we're okay for now. This is going to be really laggy, but it does help me see way more about what's happening in battle. Wait, Haranya? I mean, it doesn't matter if they ended early, but a bit weird. Hello. Oh, now we're fighting in town. No, I can't even target anybody else. Go that way. Killing off the pirates isn't too bad. I think they kill a lot more of us, though, in general, because we have so many people who are probably quite low gear score versus all the pirates have a very high gear score. Of course, it's not the gear score that matters necessarily, it's just the health points and the overall armor. People who are newer to the game, of course, are going to die quite quickly. Alright, now we got some east here to clear out. I really want to put pressure on this healer who's trying to run away. And also this guy who's trying to kill me, which is not very nice, of course. No idea why they didn't get snared or anything there, which is a little weird. Yeah, a lot of reds popping up. What did I even die to? Mana bolts? No, crashing wave. Man, like 90% of my deaths are all to crashing wave. Everything is always crashing wave. When that gets nerfed, and of course the evasion nerfs and the parry nerfs and everything, it's gonna be crazy how much that... It's gonna change up the entire game. Still fun fights though. Actually really enjoyed those. And I have enough honor to become disappointed again. Pretty cool. So we'll do that. Let's become disappointed again. Yeah, crashing waves is quite a skill. That is, the only way to really counter it, true counter, is flame wings, or just wings in general, or leech. But leech has to get lucky and actually grab that off of them. Yeah, a basic ability becoming AoE just in general is crazy, especially with the amount of damage it can get from the passives, which is all being changed. Like, the passives amount is not... I think it's just completely gone for it or something. There's a ton of stuff they did with crashing waves to lower its effectiveness in battle. Alright, time to become disappointed. Here we go. 30,000 honor points. I know it's a terrible use of it, but I am so desperate for extra defense to defense penetration that I'll do silly things. Because why not? I'm playing this game in the long term, you know, for years, right? So eventually I'll get defense penetration, but not today. And if I ever need honor, I'll just get it later, so it's not really a big deal. Received healing isn't too bad, actually. But I need to parry rate more. So, yeah, cancel. And we're disappointed. Oh well. Massive damage and goes through all terrain structures, yeah. I mean, it's just... It is crazy. So I still have to do these dungeons, but I think I'm going to actually head out here, because I want to play Echo VR. I want to go play a VR game, right? I'm going to go hang out with a friend, we're going to play Echo VR and shoot people up in virtual reality. And I love that game so much, so I'm going to go do that. So yeah, this was always meant anyways to be just like a short, sort of... Oh, I need to do this. Short 2-hour stream, answering any questions. I think it was alright. Wasn't too bad. I'm going to upload this up to YouTube as well. And I might highlight that one part with the Swiftblade offhand explanation stuff. It's going to be a long highlight, though, because then later on I remembered to go into weapon type, too. So, I gotta do that. Oh, gosh. I know it's a question people frequently have, so... And I think highlighting things might be a great way to get stuff out onto YouTube properly, in a way that's, like, genuine, and I still recorded it live. I'll think about it. Alright, I'm out. See you later, Yooks. See you later, everybody else. Appreciate you guys all hanging out and stopping by, and all the follows. And I'll see you guys whenever next time is, because I don't plan things. So just stay tuned. Watch my Twitter. You know, I announce when I go live there, or just in general. So I'll see you guys then. Bye, everybody.